And here we go. And once again, kind of, going back to stuff we've been talking about. And once again, this is why we do the show every day. This is why we talk about stories every single day, and maybe kind of same stories, same kind of similar stories, just with new information, new quotes, new this, new that. This is why we talk everything every day, folks, so we can kind of see where the narrative started, explore all the options, and then start seeing where the narrative is still shifting. Explore all those options, compare this narrative now to the narrative 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago, and then we repeat the process all over again, folks. So this is what we do here on the show. This is why we're here every day, baby. No weekends off, no days off. Weekend? No, we've got stuff to talk about. You can still find good stories on the weekend, folks. That's what we do here. So let's go to this narrative. Once again, remember Tom Brady in the barbershop? Hey, this motherfucker, you're keeping that motherfucker over me? Laughable. We've talked that through. We've explored all those possibilities of who Tom Brady was motherfuckering. Our kind of final one that we truly came down to was Mitch Trubisky. That's really kind of the only quarterback. Maybe Jared Goff was up there as well. Potentially, that was kind of the two that we were kind of firmly on. It was either Mitch Trubisky, potentially Jared Goff, of who Tom Brady was motherfuckering. We'll never know because he doesn't come out and say it. Unfortunate. But then a couple days later, when the media was talking about the story, they said it was Derek Carr. That he was motherfuckering Derek Carr. And once again, we came back and we talked it through. We've got the video up, a 7-minute clip. It's titled, "Was Tom Brady motherfuckering Derek Carr?" Question mark. And we never bought into that. Everybody was like, oh, yeah, it was Derek Carr. Oh, yeah, it was Derek Carr. I'm hearing it's Derek Carr. I'm hearing it was the Raiders. I'm hearing it was Derek Carr. And then we kind of thought it through, and it just never made sense to us, folks. We looked at his stats. The man's stats was great. He was getting solid wins. And, just to have, Derek Carr, he's a real solid quarterback in this league. I think he can get it done. He can get you to the Super Bowl. Can he win the Super Bowl? I don't know, but he can get you there, and that's step one of winning the Super Bowl, getting there. And I think Derek Carr is a quarterback that can get you to the Super Bowl. We have to look at the coaches that he's been having. He's been having John Gruden. Folks, if we're putting any blame here on the Raiders between Derek Carr and John Gruden, I think I'm weighing the blame more on John Gruden because we've seen him not get it done as a head coach until he kind of has everything perfect set up for him. So we looked at Derek Carr's stats. They're fantastic. He doesn't really turn the ball over. He has multiple 4,000-yard seasons. And we truly don't think at all. We gave no credence to that narrative that Tom Brady was motherfuckering Derek Carr. We talked it through. We looked at the stats. We didn't think that was right. And now we get this. Derek Carr says Tom wasn't talking about him on the shop. So, quote here by Derek Carr, when asked about, if Tom Brady was motherfuckering him. He says, "If it was, I've gotten in enough trouble saying to challenge some people to fights." So, Derek Carr's a fighter out here. He wants to smoke out here. Once again, you're not motherfuckering somebody that wants to smoke, honestly. But as a man, Tom, I know you got the rings, but if it's not me, then we're good. What I heard, it wasn't me. So once again, Derek Carr's inner circle is saying, hey, no, he wasn't talking about you, which he's been hearing, hey, it's never him. It wasn't him. And we just don't think it would have been him anyway. First of all, we don't think Tom Brady wanted to go to the Raiders anyway. We truly don't think Tom Brady respects John Gruden as head coach. I don't think Tom Brady, if you're coming off of Bill Belichick, you're going to choose another team that has a great head coach, a la why he chose Bruce Arians. He's a great coach in this league. So just kind of the head coaching aspect, he doesn't want to go play with John Gruden, folks. No way. In the way that Derek Carr plays, it's serviceable, folks. I will say that. There's a lot of Derek Carr hate out there. We will explore that possibility, once basketball season concludes and we have a lot more free time on the show and, we can kind of reset all of our narratives. Are we right? Are we wrong? We're watching everybody. We're looking at everybody. We're reviewing the entire last season. So we're all on the same page come this season. We are going to get to that. And we will look at Derek Carr. Can the man play? Because the stats are looking real great. How is he throwing the ball? How is he getting those stats? We will dive in deeper. But from my recollection, he's got a great arm. Big arm, solid arm, accurate arm. I mean, folks, he's throwing 60% every single season. His completion percentage was another thing, another factor of why we don't think Tom Brady was motherfuckering him. And if you're telling me that if we're given two quarterbacks, Mitch Trubisky and Derek Carr, and you're telling me that Tom Brady was motherfuckering Derek Carr over Mitch Trubisky, I don't believe that at all, folks. 0%. So once again, folks, this is what we do on the show. We look at all the narratives. We look at what people are saying. And when we don't agree, we're going to call it out. We've got no problem doing so. We get flack all the time. I don't care. Y'all think I care? I'm talking. I'm still talking. I've been here a year. Y'all are not going to deter me from not talking anymore. But, yeah, I just don't think it's Derek Carr. Derek Carr himself says, hey, it's really not me. This is what I'm hearing. And, just that kind of came out of left field, folks. That truly caught me off guard when the media was running. Like, everybody was saying, oh, it's Derek Carr. Oh, it's Derek Carr. Oh, it's Derek Carr. We were like, why? Why would it be Derek Carr? That makes no sense to us when you got Mitch Trubisky sitting in the corner. Everybody likes to not talk about Mitch Trubisky. What's that about? The man's the worst quarterback I've ever seen. The man's the worst quarterback I've ever seen, folks. So, do we say we were right? Another rightness for takes by fans? Jeez Louise, all these rights. I mean, gosh darn. And we're still disrespected. I'll never understand it, but I guess, whatever. Y'all do you. So Derek Carr says it wasn't him. He says that Tom Brady wasn't motherfuckering him, and we agreed. We never thought it.